Hey everyone, it's Major Reaction coming at you. Today I am coming by myself with the Geek Out Show special edition. We are going to go ahead and show off the reveals from Cosmic Legions. Sorry, not Mythic Legions. The book of Hvalkatar, book 2, the Gravering. So here we go. We're going to go over this and take a look at some of the reveals. So the live stream just ended hour and a half ago, maybe 2 hours ago now. Was hoping J-Roo would come on here with me, but he got all tuckered out after eating some really good food, so I don't blame him. So the first figure here we see is Novian Lean. Sorry. Keep wanting to call him Novian Lux for some reason, but Novian Lean. It's cool snakehead looking guy. One of the most feared organizations in the known worlds, the Bleeders Guild is a barbarous collection of sadist thugs that are specially trained to extract information. The tropical planet Ozara's hostile environment offers a fertile training ground and home base for this despised organization. Infamous even among his corrupt associates is the ruthless Karzenian called Novian Lean. So that's his backstory there. Looks pretty badass, pretty unique. Some new armor pieces that we haven't seen yet. And what I really like is the way the pants look right around his knees. It looks really interesting. Looks kind of cool. Maybe we'll see some extra, maybe some extra range of motion right there. So here we see that he's going to come with an open mouth and a closed mouth. 3 different weapons, 2 pistols and a assault rifle looking weapon. Some cool shoulder pauldrons, and then 3 sets of hands. So you get fists, you'll get like gripping hands, and you'll get gun holding hands. So that's nice. Next up, we have, I can't remember how they said that, Amira. Born and raised in the treacherous and punishing tropical environment of Ozara, Amira was forced to be resilient from an early age. The planet's blazing temperature and the ever-present threat of danger tend to breed unmistakably aggressive Ozarian tendencies into the personalities of its citizens. Vicious and perverse, Mamira is no exception. So this is the one that we said kind of had like that predator silhouette going on, especially with that wrist blade there attached. She has one of those cool stun sticks that we also see offered in the weapons pack. And if you notice here on the left side, they're trying to show off that she is going to be somewhat translucent in the skin. I guess she's modeled after like a scorpion. So she's going to have translucent skin. And then she's also going to have that tail on her head is going to be with bendy wire in it. So you'll be able to pose it dynamically and do some cool stuff with it. So looking forward to Mira. And here you go. See the swappable faceplate, one with the open mouth, one closed mouth. She has 3 weapons. This halo looking weapon here. That stun staff, the blade, the gauntlet blade, 3 sets of hands, some pauldrons, then that articulated head tail. Really cool design here. I'm really digging her. I wasn't expecting to like that one as much just from the silhouette, but after seeing the whole design and then hearing, the story behind her and then, what they plan to do with her tail head, I was really excited. So here we got Sligor and also Gravekeeper. So Sligor is the leader of the patrol, of the guard patrol. He's the commander. And then the Gravekeepers are just like the guards. So although much of a prisoner's sentence at Hvalkatar is spent, they said it's called Hvalkatar. Sorry, I keep calling it Hvalkatar. Hvalkatar is spent steering clear of the throngs of Sphexian prison guards patrolling every corner. It is the guards of Block 5 that need to be avoided at all costs. These Tusk Block 5 attendants, commonly referred to as Gravekeepers, are tasked with watching over and disciplining the inmates unlucky enough to find themselves in the dreaded lower ring of Hvalkatar's prison. They are led by the brutal commander Sligor Riz. So this is the Deluxe Army Builder. This one will be the $60 figure in the line. And it features a ton of stuff and a ton of cool looks. So if you can't tell, what's changing is like the helmet here. You're seeing different heads, different helmets, different shields. Here's another head type. So this is like the upgraded version of the Tusk Soldier from the first wave of Cosmic Legions. They were like white and kind of plain looking. These ones are decked out and they get all the extras because they're the more expensive figure this time. Before they were, I think, $27 figures, and now it's the $60 deluxe figure. So here is the Sligor head. Kind of reminds me of Garrus from Mass Effect, so I like that. That looks cool. So a bunch of different styles you're going to get out of this. The Riot Shield is really cool. Some more of those stun staffs that we've seen. This one comes with like a fully charged up head and an uncharged head. 4 pairs of hands. The 2 different weapons. A little hologram looking thing. You get the 2 different shields. You get an energy shield and then the standard shield. And then you also get the pauldrons. And then the 2 replaceable heads for the stun stick. So awesome. $60. I mean, at that price, I'd probably maybe only want to be getting 2 possibly as my like elite guards for my other Tusk soldiers. So we'll see. Here we have the Grave Knight weapon pack. So this is basically, you know, all the things that came with this guy, plus a mace head, plus the little arm blades that came with Amira, some little gauntlet pistols or gauntlet rockets, wrist rockets as they call them. And then, you know, the traditional Mythic Legions would come with an extra belt or sash piece that you can put across the shoulder or the waist of certain figures. So this is going to be like an, you know, futuristic version of that. You get that green glowing face shield, that energy face shield, and then you get that nice, cool mace hammer ball head. So hopefully that can be swapped right onto the stun stick. Here we have Aesipidian. Let's like try to say that right. Aesipidian. So this is like this is the one that everybody was super stoked for. The crowd went nuts when they revealed this one. Yeah, this guy was a crowd favorite for sure. First time we're seeing this body. This is a brand new body type. It's about the size of the brute force figures, or the brute size figures, but really skinny, really lanky and tall. So let's read his little. Celebrated across the system for their telepathic skills, the Greyborn are well suited for sensitive roles in the higher echelons of Cosmarium's intellectual circles. A common misconception is that the Greyborn are named for the appearance of their skin, when in actuality this name is due to their mind's ability to access a transcendental state referred to as the Midway or the Grey. These abilities and access have granted the Greyborn a unique opportunity to create an information network spanning the rings that is known as the Maze, the mesh assemblage of zonal enlightenment. So this guy is actually going to be at the same price as the other ones at $37. So that's a freaking steal. Like all these figures are $37 pretty much. This guy right there with him. Really neat looking figure. Let's see everything he comes with. Here you can see where he stands. Way taller than your standard Mythic Legion figure. And right under that Kurzog right there. So he's just a little shorter than Kurzog. Let's see. I think I have all the pricing information. I just want to make sure I get all the pricing information right for you guys really quick. So let me just check that just to make sure I'm not telling you anything wrong. So $20 for the weapons pack, $37 for AES and the others that we've shown so far, $60 for the deluxe army builder, and now the last. Well, let's see everything that comes with AES here. So here you're getting a better look at him. All the different things he comes with. You might notice that staff. That was originally from Wave 1. And I'm pretty sure Thrag, I think his name was Thrag or something like that, had it. So, or not. Oh, shoot, let me see. Let me see if I can find his name real quick for you guys. Thygar. Oleg Thygar, his Gravering edition had this same staff. So maybe there's some kind of story behind this. But he also comes with this shield with the Gravering symbol on there. A little necklace with the key that they were talking about in the live stream. I kind of missed out on what they were saying, but it does hold some significance. one pauldron piece, 4 different sets of hands. So a lot of cool stuff going with it. Now here is the final figure in the line. This is Caenox Vol. So he's like a cyborg, brute size figure. He's as tall as the gray figure. He's big and bulky. Located deep within the 5th circle, the Red Spiral is a community of laborers and traders trying to endure the rigors of living at the far edge of the system. These conditions result in a community of rugged and resilient citizens whose work ethic is as solid as their unity. It is for these reasons, along with enhanced strength, resilience, and survival instincts, that members of the Red Spiral are coveted by fight ring promoters across the system. Every time he steps into the grave, Caenox Vol's fighting style and jagged, intimidating visage exemplify the traits of his kin. All right. So this guy isn't just a one-off then, huh? I was figuring he was like made in a laboratory or something. Just like he reminds me of like the Hell Demons from Doom, or like they once created this cyborg thing in Buffy. He kind of has that kind of going on for him. He looks a little more alien when they show off his second face that has the closed mouth. That looks more alien. This one looks kind of more demon. So yeah, as you can see right here, we have the closed mouth design, open mouth. Get the cool tube coming out of his head. Bunch of extra little tube accessories. There's that big old mace accessory again. Cool mechanical looking pauldron. Little exhaust piece or cannon or something here. So some really cool reveals. I was so excited that this wasn't a full like 8 to 10 figure wave. We got lucky, and you can actually go all in for this wave for only $200. So that is a great price considering you're getting 5 figures at $200. That's like $40 a piece when you even it out. So that is a killer deal in my opinion. It's going to be hard not to want to get multiples of the army builder and possibly like of the gray, because the gray is a really cool design and that's very unique, and it would be cool to have like a clan of, you know, the gray aliens. Also the snakehead dude, Novian, he is a really cool looking figure, and that snakehead is really dope. I could see using that, like have like a little band of like snake mercenaries. I know Mezco showed off a snake headed mercenary figure a while back, and we still haven't seen any kind of like, you know, prototype or anything of that. So I mean, maybe you could have those two snake headed dudes together working together as like, you know, a snakehead team. You could have your own serpent society outside of the Marvel Legends. So really excited to see everything they had here. One thing I wanted to shout out was some of the people on stream. I saw Walter on stream, my buddy Greg from the ACBA group. I known him for years now. Greg Chikowski, he was there. Savage G, that's what he goes by on Instagram. Shout out to him. I saw Trevor there, 1-6 shooter. He was there. A bunch of different people got to come in and sit in on the panels. It was their intern day, their being intern day. So that was a really cool event. And it was even cooler that they got to top it off with such a cool reveal and, you know, a brand new addition to the Cosmic Legions line. So it's nice that they didn't hit us with another $500 wave of figures. You know, this is a little lighter, a little easier to swallow, but the designs are still right there, man. It's still hard to just pass up on any of these figures right now. So for me, I think I'm going to have to justify it by probably selling a few things to justify going all in and getting all these guys. Because, oh, man, they look so good. But, you know, they're not going to be here for probably at least a year. But, man, they look great. I mean, if they're that far along already, who knows? These things can get pushed out pretty quick. But the Horsemen are really good at, you know, producing amazing-looking samples and prototypes. So I don't think it's going to be too far down the road. I think early next year we'll have this second wave in hand. I think by the end of the year we'll have our first wave, hopefully. But they got a lot of stuff to push out. They got to push out the Poxus wave. They got to push out this wave. They got to push out the Alithia wave. They got to push out Cosmic Legions Wave 1, All-Stars, you know. So there's a lot on the horizon for Horsemen. But if anybody could do it, it's definitely in the Horsemen. They're definitely the guys that are gonna you know, put these things out. I don't foresee a Mezco type situation with the Horsemen where we're waiting years and years for things that, you know, we've already paid for. So let's hope that they don't start, you know, speeding it up on us even more. But if this is any indication, they do have a lot of stuff in their, in their reserves getting ready to just unload on us. So I don't see them slowing down anytime soon. So cheers to Mythic Legions. Cheers to the Cabal, everybody involved, all the interns. I'm sorry if I didn't get your name in there, but I did see a lot of different people. There was a lot of people involved. So that was really cool to see all the different members from the community and all the people who are able to make it out there and be a part of that. I am so hoping I can make it out to Legions Con in November. Unfortunately, it's kind of up in the air at the moment still for me, but I know Gil's going to try to make his way out there. He said he had already kind of like started to, fund his trip. So we'll see if I can make it out there. That's definitely something I want to do because I'm very excited. Mythic Legions is something I kind of jumped in on later into the run, but I've been trying to the last few waves when they've been incorporating more and more of the soft goods, especially with CJ at the helm of that, it's been hard to pass up any of the figures. So they're doing a great job over there. Thanks to anybody who dropped in to watch. I know this was a short stream, and I would have liked to maybe go through the live stream, but I think we have good enough images here that we don't really need to spend the time zooming through the whole video. Plus, a lot of the time they're just talking about what's new on the figures and stuff. Which if you look here, you could see a lot of the stuff that's new. Certain little bits and pieces are reused, obviously. Torsos, upper leg areas, things like that. But then you see these whole areas that are brand new sculpts, like these pauldrons, this whole mechanical leg here. Each head sculpt is so unique. Each character is very unique, and it's just exciting to see something so cool and out of this world. And who knows? You could end up mixing your Mythic Legions and your Cosmic Legions. There's nothing that says you can't. These guys could be visiting Earth at a different time of its, evolution. So there's no reason why we can't have Mythic Legions fighting Cosmic Legions. So the possibilities are endless. And as long as they keep putting out quality stuff like this, I don't see how we can pass. So if you haven't gotten into the line, I suggest either jump in day one when these pre-orders are popping up, or stay away completely because it's a damn deep rabbit hole. But seriously, if you are interested, pre-orders will be open from now until May 1st of 2022, not next year. So May 1st of this year. So you got a month to get your orders in. This is the best time to get your orders in because this is when they are the cheapest they can possibly be. If you want all the figures, go all in. That's the cheapest way to get it. If you buy each figure individually, you're obviously going to end up paying more than $200. The whole thing behind the all in is that you get, a little more for your buck. So they want to help out their customers who are loyal and who are willing to go all in by, basically hooking you up with a free figure for your trouble. So if that's the route you want to go, I really suggest that's the route you go because that's going to save you the most money. And I think you're going to be happy with all these figures. Even if you decide you don't want to keep a certain figure or two, these things have great aftermarket value. It holds up really well. You take these things to a con, they grab people's eyes immediately. They stand out. The box work of the Mythic Legions looks amazing. I don't doubt the Cosmic Legions are going to be very similar. The ability to, if you really want, you can take them out of the package without destroying your packaging, put them right back in when you're done and reseal them up and make them look, brand new for resale purposes, but once you got these guys, you're not going to want to sell them for the most part unless you get multiples and you realize you don't need them all. But these guys are so unique and intricately detailed. Just look at the detail on this guy. It's insane. Look at all the wrinkles in his forehead. Man, that's like some NECA level sculpt there. So excited to see what they'll do going forward. Thank you guys for joining in. And I hope you guys all have a great night. Until next time, stay geeky. Stay geeked up and geek out.